What were the conditions in Schindler's factory? Have you ever wondered what life was like for the workers in Oskar Schindler's factory during World War II? Let's take a closer look at the conditions they faced. Oskar Schindler's factory, known as Deutsche Immobilienfabrik, was located in Krakow, Poland. It operated under Nazi occupation and played a significant role in the war effort. Initially, the factory produced enamelware, but later it also manufactured ammunition shells. This made it an essential part of the German military operations. As the war progressed, the workforce at the factory changed. In the beginning, most of the workers were non-Jewish Poles. However, by the year 1944, the number of Jewish workers had increased dramatically from about 150 to around 1,100. Schindler employed these Jewish laborers through a special arrangement with the ghetto wage office. He paid a small fee to the Schutzstaffel, which was the paramilitary organization of the Nazi Party, for each worker daily. This was partly because Jewish labor was cheaper, as they did not receive wages directly. The conditions in Schindler's factory were tough, but they were still better than those in forced labor camps or concentration camps. The Jewish workers were housed in a subcamp of the Płaszów forced labor camp, which was located on the factory premises. This arrangement limited their contact with the brutal guards that were often present in other camps. Being in this subcamp offered some protection from deportation and the immediate threat of execution, which was common in other places. Even though the factory operated under strict Nazi control, Schindler used his influence to protect his Jewish employees from the worst atrocities. He provided better food, medical care, and working conditions than what was typical in other camps. This effort contributed to the survival of many of his workers during the Holocaust. In summary, the conditions in Schindler's factory were those of forced labor under Nazi authority. However, the treatment of Jewish workers was relatively improved compared to other camps. Schindler's factory became a rare refuge where many Jewish lives were preserved amid the horrors of the Holocaust in occupied Krakow.